Hey Pisces Starseeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. I wanted to come on today and do a little gratitude spread and just share what I'm grateful for, and hopefully that will inspire all of us to really think about the way forward. So I don't know it I don't talk about it that often, but 2 years ago I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and I'm still here. It had been something that actually I had battled for many years before. 2013 was my original diagnosis, but it got really bad in 2018. But somehow, some way, my scans are clear now, even though it does have holes in my bones, and doctors say that because of that I can never be considered in remission. But my markers are low, and I'm really grateful to be here, and I feel like I had a purpose to still be here. So that's why I'm so happy to share these gifts with you and be able to be a conduit for the powers that are out there, those unseen beings that are there supporting us. So thank you so much for being part of our little group. I love you guys all so much. And even though this 2020 has been really difficult for me, I lost my home. I have lost relationships with friends and family that have been so devastating, because of my life choice. It's not in alignment with how they believe, and that's okay. I'm just so grateful to have found a little group of people, of like-minded individuals that I can really be myself with, and I appreciate your love and support so much. So I know there's going to be a lot more changes as we move towards the end of the year into 2021, but I just want each and every one of you to know that every step we take forward, things are getting better and better. We just have to believe and know that all of these difficulties are all lessons for us. Lessons that allow us to be, better people, to help others, to serve, because that is where, our lives have the most joy and meaning, when we can help others. And I think about loved ones that are gone, that I know are around me, and my little Bruce, who I miss so much. I have his little picture, on my altar, and I know that, one day he'll come back in another doggy body for me, and, it'll be like no time has gone by. So let's get into the messages, and, it's all beautiful, even the sadness. So let's see, I'm gonna go with the traditional tarot deck. Okay, we've got the Magician and the Four of Wands. So manifestation is the key to having that, that happiness, that celebration. It's all of those little wishes that we make, that we slowly move towards every day. It's that hard work that, Pisces, you put in, that unwavering spirit eternal spring, that eternal optimism about life, and knowing that things will work out. Being able to get up again and again and again. Be proud of yourself. You know, even with all of the sleepless nights and the worry, you know, every day that you help someone else, it's a blessing. You're being guided. You're being looked after. You're okay. All of your ancestors, your guides, your spirits, whatever it is that you identify with is there for you, and very proud of you, even if you don't necessarily feel it from friends or family. You know, or if love relationships just go south, it's okay, because you know in your heart what you've done. Look at this, right? It's a blessing, okay? So the sun energy, you know, that happiness, that renewal, that ability to express yourself and feel successful because you're able to go after your dreams. You're putting in the work, right? Step by step. You're not letting things distract you. You're ready to move forward in truth. Your ideas are on fire. You know, yes, this is you. This innocent. And innocent as in joyful, innocent as in happy, innocent like children. It's not naive. It's just always being able to see the good in things. Because you know what? As you get older, you forget about that. Most people do. And look, the new ideas, the creativity that comes from always believing that you can turn things around. You can leave things behind that aren't fulfilling you. You can find your group of people that love you as you are and manifest. You have all the tools that you need. You've been through all the lifetimes. Your fulfillment and happiness is there. Right? The moon energy, you know, with the 30th being the Gemini full moon, really pay attention to that energy. Really take that time to, you know, renew and rest and contemplate what it is that you're working towards. Because you've got a lot of options, Pisces, and they're all good. You know, it's like you're living these past lifetimes and you're seeing, you know, that whatever way you choose, it's going to lead you down an incredible journey. You can't go wrong, right? So think of these choices, you know, not as confusion, but as opportunities. And whichever one you choose, it's going to bring this, you know, this joy where your heart is just full. You know, and when that day comes and you tell your life story to someone, you write it even, people will be like, oh my God, there is no way you did all that. How amazing you are. You know, I just want to remind you, Pisces, you don't give yourself enough credit for what you've been through. It's huge. Anyone else would have, you know, given up, but not you. So be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. All right, so we have the Temperance and Justice. So this is balance. This is supreme balance, right? This is that ability to be rewarded for your efforts. You know, this is that diplomatic part of you, Pisces. And with the Temperance energy, this is Sagittarius, and we are in Sagittarius time as well. It's that going forward. It's that fire. It's that, full speed ahead. Like going towards what it is that you want. And you're the one that's able to make those choices. Be grateful for choices, because some people have no choice. 3 of Wands. So this is about, being creative, looking down a new path, and seeing the possibilities. If there's this dream that you've always had, make the steps to make it happen. Because it's just one foot in front of the other. Like, think of it as different, milestones even. Like for me, I've always loved fashion and design, but I've always had this, love for the environment and nature. So I'm merging those two worlds. It was something that I wanted to do out of high school, but it didn't seem practical. So I didn't go to design school. But now, all these years later, I'm like, you know what? Now's the time. I'm making the contacts. I'm taking the classes at the junior college. And there's been so much, interest in, recycling and composting and, creating something out of scraps that would have been thrown away, and putting, whatever proceeds come from that towards helping kids in the arts to, go to programs or classes to pursue their dreams, whether it's art or dance or music, because all that stuff's expensive. And if I can help one kid able to attend a program that their family couldn't afford so that they can express their creativity, that's all that matters to me. It's not about the money. So I'm working on all that stuff. Like the nonprofit, it's a ton of like businessy stuff, but the creative part is where my heart is. So Pisces, think about your creativity. Think about something that you've always dreamed of. Now in this digital age that we're in, things are so much easier in a way, because you can be connected to so many around the world instantly. And with this Leo strength here, that Leo courage, your ancestors are telling you, go for it. Take the steps. It's worth the risk, because it is your happiness. It is your wish fulfilled. It's something that you've always wanted, Pisces. Now is the time to go for it. These days of feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, they're not there anymore, because you're creating your future. You're creating what you want. You're deciding like, hey, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I want to look towards, the north. I want to look at possibilities. Like, look at all these cards here. See all the yellow? That's your solar plexus. That's your personality. That's going out with confidence into the world. We have the sun here too. Yellow, right? The Magician, yellow. It's all about going towards what it is that you want, and not being afraid to be you, because people need you. They need to see you. You don't have to fight your mind anymore. Yeah, you don't have to hold back or wait, like, or think, is this the right thing? You know what? Because it's all the right thing. No matter what it is that you choose, it's going to get you where you want to be eventually, where you're meant to be. And that's ultimately being of service to others. And with the Three of Cups, there's happiness there. Again, that's another 3. That's that self-expression, that creativity that brings you joy and celebration with your friends, with people who are like-minded. Even if you have no idea what you're doing, which I don't, I can draft a pattern and I can sew, and that's about it. It's like all these other aspects, there will be those on your path that will see the passion in your heart and want to help. That are good with marketing, that are good with logo design, or good with, social media. Like, all that'll come. Like, you don't have to master all of it. You get to delegate, right? And say, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is your thing. This is what you're good at. Here, take it from me. And they'll be happy. You'll be happy, right? Look, this fear has no power over you. This devil has got nothing. It's just trying to keep you in this mindset of, I can't do it, but you can. Look, Ace of Cups. This is what you really want. And the devil can be good, because when you think about all your fears and you go forward anyway, that's when the real magic happens. And devil energy, that's Capricorn. Capricorn is the hardest working, most together sign out there as far as like practical things. They're with Taurus out there. They just, they do their stuff and they get things done. And Capricorn season's coming up. That's December. That's next month. So think of it as a time for you to be like, you know what? I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. And this is what's going to come. So yeah, think about, going forward with this full moon coming up. Create your plan. Start moving. With the Knight of Swords, it's going to come in hot. It's going to come in fast. It's going to be surprising even. See this Capricorn season as an opportunity to just work through each of your fears and just take them one step at a time. You're like, okay, I can't do this. Guess what? You can. Right? And there's going to be this tower moment where it will all fall together. And you'll be like, wow, how did, out of all of this difficulty, all of this pain, did something so beautiful come out of it? And then you'll be able to look back and see, wow, that's why all this happened. It was worth it. All of these pieces needed to happen. I mean, gosh, guys. 10 of Pentacles. All of these things needed to happen to get me here. To get me to this abundance. Get me to this family. Get me to this legacy that I've always wanted. Wow, this is such an amazing reading. Everyone, thank you. Good things are coming, okay? Don't let these little fears trip you up. They're just part of those options. Part of those, do you really want it? How bad do you want it? Yeah, because, wow, There's beauty here. There's love, there's joy, there's happiness, there's peace. You're using your creativity. And that's what the world has needed from you, Pisces. Because it will help others. Your strength, your ability to get through difficulties will be, a shining star for others so that they don't give up hope. Bring love into the situation. Lead with your heart. Right? Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius, new moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is your thoughts, your mind. Sagittarius is just moving forward. That was the first card that came out, right? That adventure. Okay, here we go. And apologies, I'm sorry these readings have been so long. I know that you guys have lives. But, for me, like listening to, to readings first thing in the morning or before I go to bed, positive ones, that always just helps the day, right? It always helps, because what you think about before you go to bed, that's what you're marinating in for the whole night. So, always, be careful. Choose wisely, Pisces. Always go positive. Because, your thoughts as a Pisces are very powerful. Your manifestations are very powerful. Okay, let's see. What is the Shaman Oracle message for you? Okay, maybe I will pull it. Okay. The Medicine Wheel. Number 35, that's an 8. 8's our prosperity, abundance, manifestation, right? The Magician manifesting. Okay, let me read that for you. Okay, the Medicine Wheel. The Medicine Wheel is a sacred hoop with the 4 cardinal directions well marked. It represents the cycle of life, the cycles of nature, and the circular pattern of our cosmos. It has been used for millennia in indigenous cultures to bring harmony and well-being to the village. Its directions symbolize the 4 steps the shaman takes to become a person of power and wisdom. To manifest clear blue skies in your life, it is important that you take a look at certain aspects of your being. Enter the Medicine Wheel from the south and reflect on how you are still clinging to events from the past. Continue to the west and notice which relationships are toxic and drain your energy. Step into the north and ask yourself, do I know my passion and show it? End in the east direction, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. It is up to you how much time you spend in each direction. Minutes, days, months, years. But when you are done, make sure to step outside the wheel and contemplate your journey. The medicine. You must not postpone your healing journey any longer. It can be difficult to start, but you must find the inner strength to step into the medicine wheel, or you may lose your opportunity. There are many ways and many paths. Choose the one you resonate most with. Once you have found it, the only mistake you can make is not to follow it. Go boldly. All right, Pisces, that is the lesson. That is the message of gratitude. It's your opportunity to do what it is that you want. Okay, I saw 25:25 on the clock. That's 2 sevens. So contemplate, meditate, really take this life into your hands and make it what it is that you want. You have the sun's energy behind you. You have the moon's energy behind you. You have your ancestors, your angels, your guides behind you. You have the magic within you. Wow. And as crazy as it seems, I feel like you have the devil helping you too. You have those little fears helping you, and it's going to bring you this joy, this love of life, this abundance. All right, my loves, I am so grateful for you. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.